Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Thank you. Now enjoy the show.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to another episode of RAERAEs Review, where me and my homegirl Erin gonna let you know about the What's Going Down episode of Southern Charm, new season 11, episode 1. Please, everyone, help me welcome Erin to the stage.
Aunties and unks, how's it going? Saturday night.
Hey, like that repeat, y'all.
We back again. Guess who's back?
Okay. If you missed it, we gave you the last of season 19, Real Housewives of Orange County. That ended about half an hour ago. So go ahead and watch that after this.
Please, we close that out.
So you can get y'all live.
Mm-hmm.
Woo, the pH balance of it all is back.
We have traveled. We have left Orange County. We've put them to bed. We are now on the East Coast, even though we are in the South. It's the South, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
South
I know they're
Carolina.
racist. Yeah, they got all the dog whistles and earmarks of it.
We love these folks. To be honest, that's why we review them. We like to look at their lives and just see who's zooming who. Because girl, I was just saying to myself, I said, Self, it seems like when I said the pH balance of it all of this is relative, right? Because they pretty much done slept with everybody else on the cast, and the only people that haven't, I believe, is Leva,
right,
and Rodrigo. Everybody's dibbled and dabbled.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. There's been some, like, they have, just because, like, they haven't all dabbled with one another, but they have all done that. They have all broken the seal.
And I'm like, oh wow. I mean, is that what you got to do to get into this group?
Well,
I mean, I hope people don't think that's what they got to do.
No, I mean, and this goes back to what you were saying. I think that you and I both have watched this show from the beginning, right? You watched it from the jump? Yeah. I've watched it from the beginning. We have kind of been fond of them because of the history of what we've watched them as they've grown up. Shep, the elder of the group, who needs to still date up. Shep, get out of the 20s. You are 44 years old. The 20s are not for you. But they are like about their demographic, other than Shep and Rodrigo, are in an age group where they haven't gotten married yet. They haven't had their kids and settled down. I mean, some of them have and whatnot, but like they're about, I would say, a good decade, maybe below you and I, 5 to 10 years below where we're at in life, like, and so I think that's why the pH balance gets real off. One of the things that they've all talked about, and it's not just the current cast, they've all talked about how small Charleston is and how they've all dated one another. So I think the pH is just polluted there, period. I think you go to the bar and you've already got an infection. I think you need to take antibiotics before you go, at least hand sanitizer.
Worse than C19, child.
Yeah.
It's in the air.
Ugh.
Ooh, child. I mean, so If you see, we do have a couple of new cast folks on the show. 2 left, which was the little drummer boy.
He moved to Bali, girl.
He would.
Yes, he would, wouldn't he? He abandoned all and moved to Bali.
The place of no accountability.
I think he's having a bit of a existential crisis. Whether and listen, a bit of a if it's I've had a spiritual awakening. It is, if it leads to a healthier, more healed, deeper JT, then I'm all for it. But
I'm with that.
But it is also too, like, many a man on this show has run away to a foreign country to try to get himself together. Shep down in Costa Rica, trying to, do some ayahuasca, get himself together. Craig went to the Bahamas to get off Adderall. Now JT's in Bali trying to eat, pray, love. Let's see how he does. I think the only one that hasn't done that is Austin. But then again, Austin hasn't totally fallen apart, nor has he ever gotten it together. So Austin just stays steady in mediocrity.
Oh, Austin's taller than Shep.
Yes, he is. I think Austin's like 6'5".
Damn.
6'3", 6'5". He's something. He's extra tall. Yeah, he's the tall one of the group.
I like climbing trees. That's why I have a little crush on Shep, but I'm not into Austin.
Yeah, my daughter's father is 6'4", so I definitely, and I'm 5'10". You and I are both tall, so we do like a tall drink of water man.
Girl, yes, girl. Woo!
Yeah, and you know what? I have a soft spot in my heart for Craig, but Craig, I have a feeling
don't you?
I do. Well, because I think I love a man I love that he built a business off of being crafty. And like when he was at home with, I love his house. He wants to be at home.
Don't you? You just want to move in.
Yes, I do. And he really wanted Paige to be in that house with him, doing crafts, making pillow designs, and honestly, there's a part of me that would have happily done it with him. Would have been like, no problem. Except that Craig has a side of him that is just, it's just so
scary, according to Vanita.
Well, yeah, I mean, he has I think the part that Paige talked about that I would agree with is like this weird part where he kind of lies. You know how he lied about graduating from law school and the lie, like
that little lie montage.
Yeah, that part I'm like, you need to grow out of that. You have no reason. You are successful, you are handsome, you have a business, you're on TV. You have no good reason to be lying like a weirdo anymore. Like, stop. Get some therapy. Don't do that. That's the part of him that I'm like, and he does chew people out when he's drank too much. But you know what? So does Shep. So, I mean, Shep is an elitist when he's drunk. So, I mean, Vanita's needs a storyline. So it's going to be Vanita versus Craig. I don't like it already, but whatever. I can't blame her for not wanting to have a confrontation with him, though. I will stand by that.
Yeah. I love this picture. I've been just looking at it like, this is a beautiful cover that they put out for this season.
They look good.
But even the background, just it is elegant.
Yep.
Just beautiful. Wow. Now, of course, they're gorgeous. We've been saying that. I mean, even JT was handsome with his little self, getting into everybody's business and got busted in the end.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was all right. He was.
But yeah, child, they have they've come quite a long way. And we have 2 new people. The guy on the left, Corey.
Yeah.
Who is Austin's friend?
He's Craig's friend.
Craig, yeah, because they were dressed alike.
Yeah, he's been on Winter House.
Okay.
And I think he's been on Summer House too.
Mm.
He's a douche. Anyway, yeah, he'll fit right in.
Oh.
No, he. Yeah. I mean, the guy you saw flirting with Molly, that's pretty much what you gonna get.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
I hate people who I hate I shouldn't say hate. I really am cool on people who make sex jokes like that.
Yeah, he's a cheeseball. Yeah, like that's
Ugh.
he thinks his muscles make him charming enough for the rest of it, but he's the DTF of the group.
Okay, he
Yeah.
got to show me what he working with before I say anything else. I want to see the abs. I want to see just how fine he is.
Well, his head's not that cute. I definitely think he's the doofiest looking of the group, but I honestly I take Shep over Corey, and that's saying a lot because
Yeah, you don't even
it's
see it.
not that. Well, no, you know what it is? There are parts of Shep that I respect more than the other two. I think Shep
Mhm.
has a very good ability to accept people for kind of how they are. And
Mhm.
I think that Shep is also like does have some ability to be contemplative and to try to be a better person and like
Yeah.
whatever, like I don't want to totally rag all over Shep. I just thought that, you know, I know that we've all seen it, he's got a certain level of snobbery to him I can't stand.
And
He,
cheap AF.
yeah, seriously, get out of here. And then when Taylor's saying not even trying too hard in the bedroom, I'm like, what is going on? Won't commit. I'm like, no, thank you. And you think you deserve Miss Bahamas, some good looking 24-year-old? What are you bringing to the table? You don't even want to drop 150 on a present from Madison. But he doesn't really like her, so I don't know.
Shep, if you listen, watching, listen, boo. I already told you last year. You can't be cheap with me.
Nope.
Now, if you're gonna come correct. Now, if I can do a 6K vacation on my own, I know you can do 20. So I don't want to hear no lip. I don't want to hear no lip.
You got family money and show money. You're not hurting.
I was just about to say the show money can cover your
Yeah.
expenses during the show.
And he has family money. He has a trust. He's a trust baby.
He been listen, I looked him up. He got plantation money, last name Boykin.
Yep.
Boykin. And I think Austin said, oh, come on, Boykin, referencing what I've been saying. You have plantation money.
He does. He does.
That's why Chase is still in business. Some of these railroads still in, I mean, must we go down the line about who's still in business?
Yeah.
No, we don't want to go into all that because we all know pretty much what the history is. The point is, stop being cheap and like I said, when you come correct me, step to me, because if I can do my own 6, 7, 8K vacay, then you can do at least 20. Getting mad because it said 154 again, $150, and you see.
That was a cute little rocking horse. I thought he should have just picked that up. Real simple. It was, it was cute. It was enough money to not look gauche. Simple, all of it.
He could have bought the whole store and had it delivered. I mean, or just say, here's a gift card. They're waiting for you at the kids' place down the hall.
I don't think he likes. Madison has judged him pretty hard, and he's been very nasty to Madison because she never looked twice at him. So, but yeah, I don't know. No, I give Shep a hard time, but there's a genuineness to Shep that I do like. Like he knows who he is, who he is. You know what I mean? Like he's not full of a lot of posturing. He's a pretty genuine person. Take him or leave him.
I'm
Yeah.
taking him. I don't care. I'm my man, my man, my man. That's it.
Yeah. Listen, I can't blame you. I mean, because like even though there are some parts of Austin that I like, I would like if we had to pick F Mary Kill, right? There are some parts of Austin I could appreciate. I think he's a lot more even keeled than the other two. You know what I mean? Like I think he's able to kind of hold himself together, but he is the king of mediocrity. Like he's not he's just treading water, walking around with his big D, like hanging out at the bar, sleeping with whoever, you know, or having this girlfriend that he won't commit to that he sees 3 to 5 times a month, you know, like, okay. You know what I mean? Like, you're in your mid-30s now. Where is your well, he does have the rest. He has 2 restaurants with Craig. I think they kind of give him a bad rap of like not having himself together because he does have some investments and stuff, but and I like I said, I love Craig, but Craig has an extreme side that I don't that's a lot. I don't know.
Yeah,
I get
Benita had to stay clear. She was like, I don't want to go around him. I don't want him yelling at me at Madison's baby shower. I don't
yeah.
want no, I don't want to get into him. I can talk to him later. Don't start trying to force me to talk to that man. She even got a
No,
little loud, was like, no, you don't talk to him.
no, she did not want to be a kickoff scene, but you know what? She did talk about his relationship. She did say some crap. She did. She got on Nick Vile's podcast and she talked about him saying, like, you know, I think I can understand why Craig was annoyed when he said, I think he's reveling in all the attention he needs to get
Yeah.
over it. I don't think you need to be talking about what I need to be doing. Because I do think Craig genuinely loved Paige and wanted to marry her. I think he was devastated by the breakup. Now, did he the way he said he didn't deserve it? That's not true. I don't believe that, but you know.
I mean, even when we reviewed season 10, he was devastated because the last episode was about them breaking up.
Yeah, this was someone he wanted to marry. I think he saw a future. He was there, and I think he has every right to be devastated. We're gonna watch him flail all over the place. Obviously, he's doing some self-medicating with not being, you know, he's ignoring his problematic
Mm-hmm.
drinking tendencies that he's had long before he was with Paige.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, whatever. He's gonna be that guy this season, trying to get it back together after a breakup. We'll see.
Really.
You know, I can understand Vanina not wanting to talk to him because he can be a lot. I totally get that. But you did also run your mouth about his relationship. And you bragged about talking to Paige before him. And so, you know, I hate to say this, but Sally did have a point of if I were on a cast, she wouldn't, you know, friend group cast, you would expect that you would rally around your castmate and not the castmate's girlfriend. But, and if you don't, you can expect the backlash.
You know, that's where we differ. I agree with Vanita. I'm going to stick with whoever I vibe with better. It doesn't mean she's an enemy the way he's trying to make her an enemy. I just think he's doing too much because he's butthurt about him not being with Paige anymore. And he's making her more of an enemy than she's making him. And she's not even making him an enemy. She just not really sided, but she's more friends with the girl than him. So I
don't know. I saw the interview she did with Nick Vile, and she talked a lot about Greg. She don't like him, so she needs to stand behind that one. She does, you know.
We gonna see more of that this season. I know that for sure.
I think so. Yeah, I think she is going to stand behind it, and that's okay. But let me just say this, Vanita, you like JT, who had a girlfriend who was acting like a ding dong, and so I just caution you about judging other people too hard because your taste was not so great either. And Sally looked at you like, oh no, not JT. So, you know, I'm just saying. Just saying.
Girl.
Because JT had a whole girlfriend when he was being real weird with you.
I ain't going back and forth with no heifer about no man because no matter what he's telling me, the fact that she's contacting me the fact that she's trying to go back and forth with me lets me know that something is going on to where you can't control her. I don't care what nobody's saying. You can control how someone is pretty much just harassing people, because if this woman cares about you and is in a relationship with you, she shouldn't even have to go after another woman. Control that situation. Tame you know what. Block her, do whatever you need to do. But the fact that she contacted me, that's a no-no in my book. I would have dropped him right then and right there. Just on that strength. I don't play them games.
Yeah, he made it weird. He made it weird. He did.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I want to talk about Austin.
Okay.
Austin called Madison at the beginning, right?
Yep.
And pretty much was just, shooting the shit with her about her up and coming baby shower.
I thought it was so funny how she answered the phone. Hey, girl.
Yeah, I just sometimes I don't understand these rules of engagement. Your ex is married. I know y'all on the show. Y'all filming together. Y'all are friends. I just can't be that friendly with an ex who is married. Maybe because I'm not a part of what they're doing, but I couldn't do that. I just couldn't be chummy chum with somebody that I was having sex with. First of all, my husband wouldn't be with it, so I know I couldn't be. So maybe I just can't get with that.
I mean, not only that, but like there's a notorious video of him with getting caught having a threesome, and like her, find when he was with her. It's the show, I think. Honestly, I don't think they would be in each other's world at all if it weren't for the show. That's kind of the problem with these ensemble casts. Vanderpump Rules had the same kind of situation where, because you're in an ensemble, you're forced to interact with your ex on a level that you wouldn't otherwise.
Big ups to them. Big ups to Brett.
Yeah, big ups to Brett because he has to tolerate it. But then again, she did get that nice new house, and he's probably really just fine with it, because I think it's quite obvious. The one thing I'll give them both, I think it's quite obvious they both moved on. Like there's no problem there. I don't need,
That's fine. I still ain't with it.
Oh, I know. I get it. Well, like I said, I don't think that they would be with it if you were, I think you'd have to potentially be with it to be on the show. With you know what I mean? Like like I said, I think that's the only reason they are.
Okay, so excuse me. I'm gonna make this proclamation right here, right now. Once me and Shep say we go together and we Instagram official, I don't want to hear nothing from Taylor. I don't want to hear nothing from Miss Barbados, wherever she's from. I don't want to hear nothing from Shelly. I don't want to hear nothing from Molly. Don't contact me. Don't do it. Don't.
Oh my God, Sally and Molly. Jeez, the PHs. Oh yeah.
Told y'all. Told you. And if you need, okay, let's just break it down real quick. So the girl in the blue is new. We don't know about her PH yet.
No, she does have apparently interested in Craig.
Lord.
Or vice versa, whatever. They do go on a date.
And the guy in the tan, the tan Obama suit.
Yeah.
He was the one flirting with Molly, but we don't know his PH yet either.
He hooked up with another girl from Winter House. Maybe
I'm in for this show.
Yeah, no, not knowing that I know of. No.
Okay. So we're gonna start on the far right.
Yeah.
Shep, my man. had a one night with Shelly, who's next to him many moons ago.
Sally.
Shelly, girl. Sally, whatever. She gonna be Shelly.
Just like Shannon is Sharon to Alex.
Okay. And next to her, he hooked up with Molly last year.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when I said Taylor, that was his girl for so many years, but last season was her last season.
And she did she kissed Austin. Depending on what you believe, she might have done more.
And speaking of that, she messed with Austin, the one who's sitting next, who's the tall, drinking water with the burgundy jacket.
Mm-hmm.
Who was in a relationship with Madison, who's next to him in the back with the gold flambe dress, who we're talking about the baby shower situation. She's pregnant by a man who is apparently from California, so he ain't got nothing to do with his people.
Nope.
And Rodrigo's next to her in the dark blue suit. He's gay or queer, so they ain't really messing with him because ain't nobody else on this show.
Well, at least nobody's admitting. Maybe when they all been drinking in Whitney's house,
Girl.
Whitney's, maybe.
Girl. But for right now, ain't nobody gay or queer on this show except for him.
Yeah.
Is he gay? Is he just he's just gay? He ain't nothing else?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
I think he's gay and engaged to his man.
Yes, and he's engaged, and I don't think they play that. So
yeah, I mean, yeah, they might be open, but I don't think they open to women. So
okay, so coming down on the couch, like I said, the girl in the blue, she knew. We don't know her PH yet.
Nope.
But
I think she's Sally's friend. I think Sally brings her in, which is why it gets complicated. Cool. Yeah, Craig. Cool. Yep.
So Craig is the one with no socks sitting down in between the two beautiful women.
Yep, Shep doesn't have socks either.
He's about to get into a PH situation with Sally Shelley over there, sitting next to Shep, and who's looking like, 2 sheets away. How you say 2
sheets to the wind?
To the wind away, because she needed about 2 burgers. She has lost so much weight.
Who? Sally?
She's like, what, 25 pounds? I mean,
oh yeah, I know. It's Ozempic Island. That's what they said at BravoCon. They were like, everybody is. I know. It's everybody is.
It's noticeable.
Not everybody, but yeah, it is. I mean, she was beautiful before. She's beautiful now, but it's ladies. It's getting to the level of 5 more pounds and it's scary. Okay, we're at the border of it being whatever. But
listen. When I saw how thin Vanita was, but Vanita has always been this size.
She's always been, yeah.
Just for the record, but she's in the realms of Vanita's size when she was just, I guess, regular size. She wasn't on the extra small size. Now she was like a small medium, I guess, if you want to put it to sizes. But all I know is it's noticeable about her weight loss to where, why is she losing weight? That's why I'm saying this, because why is she losing weight? Is something wrong with her? Probably not. She just wants to lose the weight, but it's noticeable because she's already small.
I think she just did. It's like Dolores. Dolores, they just want to get thin. It's the trend. Everybody, what?
Catania?
Yeah, Dolores loves Ozempic. She can't get thin enough. Look at Jen, all of them. Oh yeah, all of the Alex and that's what Alex and Chris said. It wasn't BravoCon, it was Ozempic Con.
Oh.
So I told you it's the new elite trend. Extra thin is back in. I mean, she looks great. She looked great before. But, let's not get too carried away, everybody.
Or actually, those GLP-1s, they say, is doing it even better.
I mean,
you see Serena Williams. She ain't got no butt no more.
They're all wasting away.
Well, So Craig is about to jump in the pH pond with Sally, who's in that copper ginger dress in the back next to Shep, who slept with Shep years ago. And then Vanita in the mauve looking beautiful.
Mm-hmm. She
Uh,
does. Benita
she
always looks stunning.
girl.
She's stunning woman, stunning fashion. Benita always looks amazing.
And that's her job. She's been like a fashion girl for
Mm-hmm.
years. That's how
Yes.
she makes her money outside of this show.
Mm-hmm. And it shows. She's beautifully put together all the time.
For sure. And she was messing with her first uh, toe dipped into the pH imbalance pond was with JT, who also left the show along with Taylor, to where
Mm-hmm.
he decided he had a crush on her. That was almost the pH imbalance, but Taylor was in love with some dude she met on probably the same show as Corey, right?
No. Gaston made appearances on Southern Hospitality.
Hospitality. There you go.
So I think Taylor might show up there if she
Okay.
does. But I think JT could have come back this season. But I don't know what happened. JT went off to Bali. That's what we know.
They were really hating on him. I don't think he took the pressure too well.
I don't either. This really wasn't for him. Like he started, I showed you after last season, he started to do a podcast with his sister and somebody else. I just don't think this is for him. I don't think he has a stomach for it. I don't think he's a bad person. I don't. I think that he got caught up in the fact that he had a lot more access to women than he's had in a long
Yeah.
time because fame will get you that. Fame will get you that.
Hello.
You can be an average looking short dude and all of a sudden you are 6 feet taller. You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
and you're on a hit show on Bravo. Let me tell you, absolutely you were way more attractive. The DMs were probably popping for him.
Hell yeah.
Because like you said, he's not an ugly guy. He was a bit of a dork, but he also like seemed like he had some anyway, it's once you get on TV, you absolutely, especially when as a man, you absolutely have more access to people. And I just think that all of it was a lot for him. And I think that he really struggled with the idea of being misunderstood. And I think that one of the key factors to doing well on reality TV is having enough ego to survive being misunderstood by a certain amount of the population, because that's a given. Like you will not be liked by everyone. You just won't. And if that's hard for you, which I would be hard for me, I don't want to be judged like that. I don't want people, talking about me like I'm a
Right.
not a good person. That would suck. But then again, if I were on a reality show and good looking and had a good living and had a bunch of attractive people in my DMs, I might get over it. I
And
just
he
might.
loves his mama dearly and treats her right. So that's
Yeah.
always a bonus point for any woman looking for a man.
Yeah, I wish he could have hung it out. I honestly, JT, I maybe if you come back from Bali, you can come back and make another go at it. Cause you just listen, nobody's gonna always like you in this world, even if you're on TV or not. So, wasted opportunity.
And stay away from Russell Simmons.
Oh, yeah.
Don't take no picture. Don't want to meet him. I think you know why.
Mm-hmm.
I think you got a good head. Don't if you come into the same restaurant, check please. It's time to go.
No yoga with Russell.
Nada, please, por favor. So after hanging out with Madison, we see her on her way to visit Craig and discussing his breakup. She feels like he's butthurt and he really can't get over it. So he just needs,
Yeah.
a little more in the right direction. Pretty much she summed it up. He's in his feelings and
Yeah.
it is, but we saw that at the end of episode at the end of season 10. We talked about that. If you want to go hear what we had to say, we're going to pretty much mimic what we said then, what we're saying now. It is what it is, boo. You wanted more. She couldn't give it to you. It hurts like the dickens. We've all been through hurt, pain from relationships. We move on. But it's imperative that you, sir, stop dwelling on it and move on because you ain't getting back together.
Yeah, but you know what though? This was not that long after they broke up, and he's allowed to be messed up for a while. You know, when you love someone so much, you think you want to marry them, and they dump you, and you know it was what it was. Like, I do agree that, you know, obviously he at some point you need to move on, but like I respect him being in his feelings and being upset and whatever, spun out. Like he
Mm-hmm.
what I think is kind of sad to me is like I know that he was very in love with her. I know they had a great relationship, but I feel like it was pretty evident toward the end that like where they were headed. And I would like to see for him a partner that encourages the same kind of glow up that Paige did for Craig, but that also is willing to give him the same amount of love and affirmation back that he was giving her. Because, you know, he would always make these comments about, you know, like you and me and the kids, and she's like, yeah, but I would still take the kids and leave you in the middle of the night, or if I needed to, or whatever, you know,
Damn.
like, yeah, I mean, well, I think that, yeah, there was a certain part of her that like kind of was always making it clear to him, like, I will leave you if you don't act right. And I just don't think a solid relationship, you should ever feel like you can't like have faith in your partner's like in it with you.
True.
I do think that Craig's drinking was a problem. I do. And you know, and I'm going to say that
Mm-hmm.
with me being the one that is always defending the substance abusers, you know, but
That's
like
what.
but I do think that I just think there were certain things about it, you know, like she's lives in New York, she's on a different trajectory. She's dating a dude that owns part of the like an NBA team or something like that. Like, you know, she was aiming for bigger fish. So,
Friend, I couldn't agree with you more on that. It is what it is. I guess I just
mhm.
have an attitude where it's over, it's over. Learn to deal with it and move the fuck on. Of course, you're gonna hurt, pain, do all the things like I said, but to be out in the open, telling the whole world wide web internet this, that, and the third, keep it more classy is pretty much what I guess what I'm really trying to say for him. Never mind what she's saying. You can disagree till the cows come home. You don't like what she got to say, telling everybody on interviews or whatever the case may be. Just keep it classy because we always, and since you are in this traditional male atmosphere, there's a certain uh, behavior that you are to exhibit. Never bash a woman,
I think you're
especially a
stronger than
woman that
him.
you were in relationship with. What you say, baby?
I would say I think you're I know like you're a much more emotionally strong person than him in certain ways, you know? You got the emotional discipline. What I didn't like hearing from Craig was him talking about she had no reason to break up with me. Yes, she did. You're a mess. You're great, but
Everybody
you're
got a
also a
reason.
mess. Yeah, like you have a great house and you're cute with the crafts and you're adorable, but you also like have a drinking problem and you're a liar sometimes. So no, you know, nobody's perfect. Stop acting like your relationship didn't have some potential issues.
And that's the thing. People can't see the perception of the other person.
Mhm.
Like they can't be believed. Well, you love them enough. Why can't you believe them? Believe what they're saying.
Yeah, I mean, you're allowed to be sad and brokenhearted this didn't work out. You're allowed to be upset that didn't work out, but like
True.
don't act like she didn't have any reason. I think that goes to I'm agreeing with you on a level. Craig, she did have some reasons. Just shut up and be hurt until you move on. You already have moved on. You were talking to Madison about that. You met up with some girl.
It's so hurting thing to get over. Craig, Wanye and Brandy said it best. Go ahead and listen. Just how about just read? Don't listen to it. Just read the lyrics. Just read the lyrics, boo boo. But again, I, I'm gonna let him. Okay, moving forward, I'm gonna let him have it as long as he ain't bashing her and has this red pill situation going on about her. Fine, I'm gonna let him have it. Go ahead, do what you got to do. Say what you got to say. Get out how you want to get out. Get it out however you need to. Just don't overindulge in behaviors that could hurt you.
And I
Because
think
we saw the preview for the season. And it don't look good. Look like you backsliding. The whole reason why you wanted to refrain and tell Austin or not tell Austin the real reason behind you wanting to do the work, and then you finally did. It's like you're giving in because you're hurt.
Yeah, he's self-medicating, I think, for sure. The thing that sucks about this is that, like, based on when they film this, it's understandable that he'd be a hot mess, but, like, I'm ready for him to be over it because it's now getting close to a year. You know what I mean? Or it's been a year. Because remember, they did it, like, they spent Thanksgiving together and then not.
There you go. Thanksgiving.
Right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So I'm, like, ready for you to be moved past it. And he probably is more so now, although I think he was pretty kind of rowdy at BravoCon, but we'll see. He wasn't Shep rowdy, but remember Shep was so rowdy he had to go do ayahuasca in Costa Rica.
Girl.
But I get it. Where he was at when the time that they filmed this, he's a hot mess. He's fresh out the breakup. He's a mess. Not fresh, but yeah, he's fresh enough.
Girl.
Be over it next season, please.
Please.
Yeah.
So next we see Shep and Austin, like we mentioned before, buying Madison a baby shower gift. My man Shep is cheap AF, but he ain't gonna be with me. That's all I'm gonna say. Like I said, if I can do 6, 7 on a vacay myself, you doing at least 20. That's that on that. So get it in your mind right now. But back to the show. They're just, shooting the ish. But what was awkward when Shep was trying to explain why he was there, and he just told too much tea to the lady working there. And after he went to go look for a gift, she told her coworker, awkward, the fuck? What's going on? And I was saying, I think I may have said it at the same time that she said it. It was just so embarrassing. Like, shit, why are you so funny acting? I mean, I don't understand why he was so nervous doing all this. Is it because you're buying a baby shower? I mean, he had to have gone to a baby shower before.
I think, honestly, this is going to sound a little, like, anticlimactic, but I think he was trying to. Obviously, these places they've agreed ahead of time to film. They've agreed to clear out the store, close it down, or be open in off hours to allow them to film, so that, and I think that maybe he was, like, making conversation with them as though they kind of, like, cared about the backstory or, like, agree, like almost like a breaking of the fourth wall, but not intentionally, but kind of like, why I'm here, because y'all agreed to let us film here in this boutique, and and I think the part that was awkward was, like, the lady's probably, like, going, like, I care, I don't watch your show or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, just because we agreed to let you film here doesn't mean I care. Yeah. Yeah. So I just kind of, for me, I kind of got the feeling that, like, he felt like, I don't know. I think he's oversharing because, like, Like, oh, hey, we're here in your store and you shut it down for us, so I'll just talk to you about it like you give a shit.
That is funny. Then he kind of caught himself like, okay, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and go
Yeah.
look for a gift. And then Austin comes in and he just ragging on Shep about, I know you was not this cheap, but you is this cheap, man. Stop it, Mr. Boykin. Like I mentioned, the Boykin plantation heir. Stop it. Just stop it, yo.
Well, the part that I was disappointed is, Austin, how nice of you to spend the money you did, but that bear was ugly and tired. Like, that didn't look, bear looked terrible.
Like you said, they should have bought the rocking horse and the bear.
Yeah, like, or something, like, it was all limp and, like, stupid. Like, no, like,
I think that's what Madison said. Somebody said that
yeah,
looks dumb.
it was not a cute $400 bear. Like, no. It looked like it was, like, used even. I don't know, like, mm-mm.
First of all, if that thing now I'm gonna say this about the $350 price tag without subtotal. Hello. That thing should have been wrapped in plastic.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been all deflated looking.
And it should have been fluffed and maybe
Yeah.
sprayed with baby powder. I don't know, something more than just selling it. And it's been sitting out. It ain't like it was
Yeah.
enclosed and anything. I need that thing wrapped in a big old bag with a bow, with a pink bow, since everybody knows she's having a girl, and do something more than just give them something. Who buys off the shelf?
That, and like, it needed to look like a giant sized version of the bunny that Kim gave back to Lisa Rinna.
That part. If you know, you know.
Right? Deep cuts, everybody. Yeah, no, I just couldn't believe. I'm like, but it's not even cute. Like, there's so many cuter looking, inviting plushies, like, so the two of them are an example of, I'm willing to spend the money, but I have no taste. I have nice taste, but I'm cheap.
And just because it feels like cashmere, even more so, put that mess in a bag and take it out and make it kind of round bag. So no matter how you push it, it'll still be round and presentable. Like, really? Who? You can't just sell me something off the shelf, dusty and carrying on,
Thank
and it's
you.
$350.
Nope. Not for the
I'm just saying. See
Nope.
again, if Shep had me, it would have been done right.
Yep. Cute
It's
little rocking horse.
yeah, I'm just joking, but kind of for real, but just joking when I talk about Shep like he my man. Just FYI. So then they start talking a little bit about Austin's girlfriend Audrey. They're still together. And
He
how
keeps
she has to
saying they're
drive from.
dating. You hear them? He keeps saying we're dating.
Well, according to him.
Yeah.
Who else you dating, Austin?
That's what I would like. When you're dating, you're not exclusive. And if you're exclusive with Audrey and she's your girlfriend and you say, I love you, then you should just easily say your girlfriend. It doesn't matter how many times a month you see her, it matters the level of commitment. But then again, this is Austin's problem.
At season 10, he called her his girlfriend. So,
yeah.
Is it mean the same, or because I thought if people are dating, then they go together. So I don't know. Maybe it's just real subjective, or he's interchanging it, using it interchange. What is the damn definition? Because then I hear when you say we're dating, that means we doing it. So I don't know.
I do think that they are boyfriend and girlfriend, but Austin is also a commitment phobe, and I feel like he is putting the word dating on it to try and distance himself from it too at the same time, because I feel like even though he's committed to her. Mentally, he's got one eyeball still scanning.
And furthermore, may I add to that, in addition to what you just said, you is my man, because if I got to drive 3 hours and 15 minutes without traffic, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yep.
what is the flight info? Because I mean, is there a flight from Charlotte to Charleston? I mean, for real, 3 hours and 15 minutes for somebody who I'm dating? No, that's my man. My man, my man, my man. Sorry, not sorry. So, Austin, you need to bound that up, wrap it up in a better bow. Say, my girl, my lady, whatever you need to do, because she's driving. When he mentioned, yeah, when she drives from Charlotte to here, which is 3 hours and 15 minutes. I just clocked it. That's what the GPS say. Look it up, y'all. So yeah, you're gonna have to put a better claim on Miss Audrey.
He does what even Shep is still doing. You're dating a woman that's young enough that doesn't look at you because she's not ready to get married yet. So,
Mm,
and you
mm.
are the elder in a power position, so you're able to call the shots and control things more. And you're just the cool older boyfriend. And because I guarantee you, a woman closer to his peer age, even in her early 30s, would be looking at him like, when are you going to get it together? Remember when he dated what's her face, Cameron's friend, Chelsea, the hairdresser? She was
No, but go
totally
ahead.
Chelsea was the hairdresser. She was Cameron's friend. She dated him the first season that he joined, and Shep was jealous. Chelsea called him out for not having his life together quite a bit.
Mm.
So, anyway.
And I just checked another doggone transportation method. Flight first class is 500. You spend more that's gas money. So either way, we doing first class flights if we doing all this. Girl, Audrey, if you watching, girl, make him fly, have him flew you out. Mm-mm. Flew you out,
Well,
boo.
yeah, but the sad thing is that the amount of time to get to the airport, get through, get there, it's probably the same amount of time. But I guess I'd rather fly than drive, waste that time. But whatever, Austin, you got this girlfriend, this person you're dating, this whatever, and you don't want anybody to ask you about where it's going.
Ain't that nothing?
You're old
Mm-hmm.
though. You are over 35, Austin. What are you doing?
Well, look who his friend is.
Yeah, that's true.
They all doing the same thing.
Yeah, except Craig would have married Paige. Craig would have shut it down. He would have. We'll give him that. He would
Yeah,
have.
because he said he only had a few loves in his life, which was Naomi and Paige.
Mm-hmm.
Just two. Okay, just two
He
loves.
said, no, he said that you supposedly have three great loves of your life. And he said Naomi was the first, Paige was the second. Hopefully, there's one more, the woman that becomes his wife.
Okay, cool. Now he did mention that he had that. What's that person that the term called when you get with somebody right after a breakup?
A rebound.
Thank you. He had that rebound girl that he met years back. So what they call it, he spun the block,
Yes, he
and it
did.
wasn't what he thought it would be. So he kind of left her hanging. Like,
He
ooh.
did have a quick little spin the block. She did show up on the social medias there for a minute. Nothing wrong with her. He just wasn't ready. And hopefully she had her eyes wide open, because anybody getting near Craig that close to such a public breakup, you're stupid. You're stupid if you think you're going to stick. And I personally, as a woman, I wouldn't even want you to stick after that. Like, You need to heal. You need to move on. You need to get it out your system. Then I'd want to be in a relationship. I would not want a man that went from hopped one relationship to the next without any resolution, because this one obviously affected him a lot. So, yeah, but
Well, for her sake, I hope that it was good. I hope that she wouldn't put out too much out of her way. I
yeah.
hope that, she didn't have to spend too much, if you know what I'm saying. And
Mm-hmm.
whatever she did to get herself together, that's on you. But I hope you wouldn't put out of the way too much. And again, I
Yeah.
hope it was good. And
Well,
I
I
hope it was
heard
good while it
the
lasted, girl.
the rumor is Craig is large and in charge down there, and a good time. That's the rumor about
Oh,
him.
so him and Austin got that.
Apparently, apparently. So,
Well,
hope you had fun. Hope you had fun. And I bet you, I do believe, I don't think, well, I don't know. I don't think Greg was a jerk about it. I hope not.
get it, girl.
Yeah.
Okay, next we see Molly. Again, she's the tall drink of water. Then next to the other tall drink of water.
Yes.
Oh, excuse me. And she has a snake, a cord snake, a
A corn snake.
corn snake.
Yeah.
And she has an unclean abode. And Rodrigo comes over, lets her know, girl, clean your shit up. But the snake is loose. I wouldn't have came in. Does it bite? Is it venomous? What's
No.
going on with the
No,
snake?
they're very docile. They're very sweet. They don't get that big. I can't blame you though. It's still disconcerting to have it loose in the home. I relate to Molly because Molly is beautiful and nerdy and smart and funny and down to earth, but is also kind of a hot mess. Like, when you see too many pets living in a cluttered ass house, you kind of see why maybe Molly is in the state that she's in. And I just relate to her, because so much potential, doesn't have it together, but is also like one of the more like likable folks, like you just feel like you could hang out with her.
Um,
She's
I'm with
not me.
Rodrigo. I'm gonna
Well,
come back over
yeah.
here just because of snake purpose. Because the hiss is coming from inside the house, girl.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was looking around and the way he was telling her, you need to get this together. He was right. I mean, just because I can relate doesn't mean it's a good look. She does need to get it together.
And we're gonna move on from all that.
Yeah, get the glow up, Molly. Get the glow up. Get someone in to fix that house. You can't film like that. You can't. You cannot film like that.
Hello.
Yeah.
Next, we see Shelly,
Yep.
and Vanita. They have become best buds, BFS. Again, what happened between Vanita and Madison?
Yeah.
Because season 9, you couldn't tear them apart.
Yeah.
Season 10, you couldn't get them together. Season 11, new BFFs. They are not telling us what's going on. I am convinced they are purposefully not telling us why they don't even film together.
Well, I think that Vanita and Sally are enjoying each other's company. I hate the term like my best friend because I just feel like that's a little easily earned. Like I feel like your best friend on the cast. You know what I mean? Like I just feel like it's convenient for them to be besties, and I put that in quotes. I'm not saying that they don't genuinely like each other. That's fine. But I do think that there is a certain level, as the two single ladies on the cast, a certain advantageous pairing,
Yes.
both of them. So yeah, that's what I think. And I think Vanita knows that if she doesn't hang on to another girl, she doesn't really have a strong position on the show. So because other than JT, who didn't return, she's not even gotten close to having a love interest with any of the dudes. and straight up alienating Craig. So, not that that was a possibility, but I think the other guys are going to quickly get, well, maybe not Austin. Austin might appreciate the fact that Vanita's coming for him because Craig and
Mhm.
Austin have some underlying issues. But I think Shep, not that Vanita would want Shep, but I think Shep is probably turned off by Vanita not being loyal to Craig because Shep definitely has some loyalty. Like, I think he wants show loyalty,
Yeah.
because he defended Craig at BravoCon. He was caught on a hidden camera having a drunk rant about how Paige is biting the hand that feeds her, talking shit about Craig and all this stuff. So he had, and I only say that to say he had Craig's back in kind of a messed up way, but he
You're
did.
right.
It wasn't the right way to do it, but he had Craig's back.
And of course, Craig will be the point of contention between Sally and Vanita because of how greasily both Vanita and Craig have spoken against each other.
Agreed.
These social media streets, this on the streets of this show as well. But sometimes women, or I'll say Sally, will find a way to justify hanging out or keeping company with a man who's the ops. She is that girl. I've noticed that when she was playing, tag, I Got Your Man last season with Taylor. Like I said, y'all. So again, Shep on the right, Sally next to him, and then Taylor was who broke up with Shep. And coincidentally, Taylor's ex was Sally's present at the time. And
No,
she kind of threw
flip
it
it
in her
around.
face to try and make her mad. What'd you say?
Flip it around. Sally's ex was Taylor's current, Gaston.
Oh, I didn't even get to that part yet. I was
Oh.
talking about that dude with the ponytail.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Yes, it
Somebody
was.
else. See.
Yep. Yep. Oh God. My
So
bad.
as my co-host mentioned, so then Taylor's ex was also Taylor's present currently, and then last season was Sally's ex, where that was a point of contention as to the main reason why we don't see Homegirl anymore.
Yeah, Taylor kind of burned out, period. And I don't think she had it in her because of her brother's death to really be present on the cast either.
Yeah.
But we are forgetting, we saw in the preview that Austin takes a flirtation with Ride with almost called her Shelly, with Sally too. So
Wait, who? I'm sorry, who?
Austin.
Girl, I done missed that in the preview. Girl,
Yeah, you need to
shut
go
up.
back and rewind. Yes, yes. So I have to say, Vanita said she wished that Sally wasn't so man-centered, and it's true. Sally, you have a great job doing robotic surgery. You teach doctors how to use the equipment. You are stunningly beautiful. You have your own home, and boy, do you seem to run after men. You don't like to seem to be alone, and boy, do you kind of grovel and hop into. I mean, you met Gaston and then you sucked his D in his car. Like, I don't want to slut shame anybody, but, and I'm speaking from my own past dating. If now that I'm older, when you are a bit of a pick me, that energy only gets you so far. And that's coming from, somebody similar. I just wish that she was a little more discerning, I guess. But that being said, I do not think that if she is genuinely interested in someone, that she should, like, there's a weird place with girl code and then if you like someone. And I wouldn't, and because my newfound friendship with Vanita, I wouldn't be like my best friend. I wouldn't go against you. We've been
Yeah,
best friends. We've been best friends for 3 months. You know, like if you like Craig, then like Craig. And she doesn't, but don't make any promises about you won't get with him because you're just gonna go back on that. Because
right.
every anybody that's single that wants to mingle, especially her who seems to have no willpower, like you are not gonna keep that promise. And you shouldn't have made it to begin with because I don't feel like Vanita's victimized by Craig. Do I think she can not like him? Absolutely. Go right ahead. But I don't think there needs to be some kind of loyalty game where you're putting yourself in a corner when you really don't have the intention of standing up for what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because she showed that real quick.
Girl.
Yeah, like a paper plate in a rainstorm. That's how strong her resolve was.
Child, where was
Like
I
I
in my
said,
notes?
I just wouldn't have promised that to begin with. I just would have been like, I understand you don't like him, but I'm attracted to him. So I'm sorry. I'm gonna do my best, but like, I don't know.
Now I'm gonna say this one more again. Production, if you listen, watching, listen. Anybody over there know what the hell didn't happen between Vanita and Madison?
Right.
Now,
I
if
don't
we need to
know.
wait until after she had a baby due to stress and nobody wants to upset a pregnant woman, fine. But you better get down to it.
You did bring up that there was distance, and like you noticed it before anybody was talking about it.
I mean, remember when Taylor was on the outs with everybody when she got caught up with Austin season 9?
Yes.
And everybody was, well, not everybody, all the girls were getting together. And even during the whole season, Madison and Vanita and Madison, hey girl, all of that, each other's homes and folks showing folks how to landscape. And it was just Madison, Vanita. Now all of a sudden, season 10, where they at? What happened? Season 11. Oh, we don't even see them talk to each other.
I don't
What's
know.
going on? What's going on? Just saying.
We shall see.
Okay. So next we get to the baby shower of it all. It was all kind of storylines going on in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
We're introduced to Corey. That's the tan Obama suit wearing dude we see right there. Friend of Craig that came kind of dressed alike. And it was real nice how Rodrigo and Brett, who was Madison's husband, having the same shirt. It was nice too. Nice golf polo looking shirt. It was
Mm-hmm.
real nice. I can tell Madison dressed him. We always dress our men. Just saying, it is what it is. But I really adored these how these people are so in tuned with the theme. I love it. Everybody is in pastel. They know a baby girl is coming. Even the guys wore baby pink. They're not afraid. Again, we've been saying this for how long we've been uh, commenting on the show. These guys are not afraid to show their soft boy era. So I would make up new things to say about, but I love how they're not afraid to dress in a way that may be perceived as less than a man, because we all know everybody don't think like Dr. Heavenly. Just saying. So just because they dress in pink don't mean they're less of a man. I love how they embrace that. They show their feelings, but everybody's on theme. Everybody. I love it. I love it. What you think about that party?
I was looking at the backyard as, you know, they were all there, and I just was marveling that Patricia must have a wonderful house. You know what I mean? Just the shutters and the garden and the
Mhm.
pool and the mansion of it all, just enjoyed the home, thought it was lovely, thought it must be, like, I know it's very
Mhm.
full of antiques and all kinds of crap, but it just looked like a big, nice house.
Mhm.
Thought it must be nice to have Patricia money.
Yeah, I said, me and Miss Patricia can hang out because I don't
Mhm.
mind a few cocktails during the day, especially if I ain't got nothing to do. I don't mind unwinding. And she wore one of my favorite textiles is pleats. Ooh, I love me a good houndstooth, a good pleat, a good argyle. I'm really into those fashion statements, and she wore the prettiest baby doll long dress, but it was a baby doll pleated, kind of shiny, shimmery in a way, like she's the mother of the baby shower, like she's the mother of the expected mother, but she's not. I think she's. I don't know if this is true, but is she the godmother or is she just doing nice things for Madison because she likes her?
I don't know if she is officially. She might be. It wouldn't surprise me maybe, but she this is the closest she's going to get cuz Whitney is going to be a dried husk when he finally. I mean, he already is a dried husk. But I mean, he's not going to give this woman a grandbaby before she's got one foot in the grave, poor thing. She's already over 80. So I think, this gives Patricia an opportunity to live vicariously through Madison. And good for Madison. She got to have a baby shower at a beautiful home.
Okay, who would
So,
deny that type of
exactly.
situation? Girl, I would have any. I just got out of the shower party, child. Long as it's over there at Miss Patricia's.
Yep.
Girl, I would never leave. Can I move in? I
Got the
love this woman, and she was at BravoCon. Girl, I would have loved to meet
mhm.
her had I been there. Oh my god.
Yeah, she got the traditional gift, a sterling silver little baby rattle, like giving the nice gift with the tradition.
Okay, she has a story to tell about it was the kings of the queens of the
Oh yes. Mhm.
it came
The
through.
baby clothes. Yep.
uh what is that parlor what's that c
The
word?
monarchy? No.
No, not monarchy. Anyway, it
The
came.
court?
I'll just say, huh?
The
What?
court?
I'm
No, you
sorry.
said C word.
Yeah, like I want to say chancellor or something snooty duty. Something like that. It came from the mountains of.
It was the designer that it was the same designer that designed the royal children clothes. So,
Right. All
yeah.
of that, all the
Mhm.
things, right?
Yeah.
It has a story to tell. Like it, only certain hands have touched this. Uh,
Yeah.
it's like buying a brand new car with 1.2 miles on it, only for them to test drive it and drive it off of the thing to the thing. You know what I'm saying? Just real,
Mhm.
real uh uh exclusive
Mhm.
to where ain't everybody done even seen this, let alone touched it, girl. So I really love how she dotes with Madison. I've seen that over the last 2, 3 seasons. I love their relationship. And like Madison, I love to hang around an older person. Someone I used to hang around passed away years ago. It really hurt my heart. May she forever rest. She was just so nice.
Mhm.
Someone you can, relate with, even though she was in her 80s as well, maybe 90 if I'm not mistaken. She was old. Yeah, she was up there. But yeah, I love Miss Patricia. I would love to meet her one day if she comes to BravoCon 2027. We gonna be there, friend. We
Mhm.
going. So get ready. November. Vegas, girl. Ooh, I can't wait. I ain't been there in a minute. what else on my notes, child? I done moved on from. Oh, there's so many different storylines going on. The
Mm-hmm.
issue with Craig and Benita, she was adamant about wanting to be around him. She pretty much said she didn't want to cause a scene at Mason's baby shower, but they kept pressuring her to speak to him. Like, why don't they pressure him to speak to her? I'm just, it really don't matter, but or just don't pressure nobody at all. We don't want to make a scene here. Obviously, she was, felt like she was under duress, and she had to leave. She had to get gone.
Yeah. This is one of those storylines I don't like where they're both leaning into it to have a storyline. And I understand that, and it's dumb because they can not care for one another, but like if it's gonna sour the group, that's stupid.
Mm-hmm.
We noticed Leva's not on the show anymore, but yet their Leva was in the middle of the scene. So I don't know how not on the show she is.
Well,
She left the show. But she's at the baby shower and she's telling them, oh, Craig's not going to come over here or whatever. And listen, I get it. If you talked about my relationship when I was butthurt and like said that you thought I liked the attention and wasn't really, if you spoke on my relationship like that, I wouldn't like you or I'd have issue with you. But I also at the same time can respect like what you said. If you're genuinely friends with Paige and you kind of see him as being a spoiled brat, then there you go. I mean, but um refusing to address it with him because you don't want to be yelled at, but you also had no problem speaking on his relationship to the press. So you kind of got to own that part. So
that part. Mm-hmm.
if you're going to make it enough of an issue that people can't hang out together at Whitney's little weird hunch dungeon, this is too much of an issue. I don't like it when social issues do this much effect. Like if y'all weren't together and you're just people that don't get along, it shouldn't affect the overall group dynamic that much. I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be restricted on who I can and cannot hang out with at an after party because you're mad at each other like that. That's dumb.
Wow. What was the other thing?
Poor Molly. She just made some more poor decisions. Molly, you should have gone to the concert. Corey is stupid as hell and just flirting with him, and he's drunk, and you're sad because you're not keeping your commitments. And just there we go again. Good old Molly not making the right choice, and she knows it.
There we go again.
Yeah. Although I thought Sally was so funny where she looked at Molly. I think you totally made the right decision because in theory, I do understand. Like Molly, you're filming a show, you're at a party, you're at a scene, you're kind of at work, and so you could have left and kept your other commitment because being
Mm-hmm.
performing at the symphony is performing too, and it's like being at work. Like so, you did let
Right.
people down. I think it was wrong. I think it was wrong. That's why you were crying. But I also understand like this is your job and having a scene and drinking too much and flirting with Corey, that's like part of filming for Southern Charm. So I get it. But
Mm-hmm.
Corey is so stupid for you to, yeah. Go find Shep. I'd rather see you to hang out with Shep than this guy.
I don't think Shep want to be around her because he went to her place.
I know, right?
Something tells me he is
Yeah,
turned all the way off by seeing all that shit.
yeah, maybe it's possible.
Because if it turned Rodrigo off and he don't even want no woman, I mean, it ain't like, you have to, like she can't have platonic friends, but the fact that you've been intimate with somebody and they see that.
I don't think she wants Shep either, though. She wasn't looking for him. She was flirting with Corey. I think they were unimpressed with one another, to be honest.
It just seemed like he was, I don't know, he seemed kind of lame to me. And he was testing the waters and she was letting him test the waters.
Yeah.
So, she's doing a little, girl, be strong, girl, be strong.
Yeah. I know. I like you, Molly, but I was disappointed in your decision to not go perform. You should have.
Now, Patricia's son made, an entrance.
Cornflake Whitney, yeah.
And then the last thing that I remember on my notes was how I mentioned that Sally may be having her pH imbalance due to Craig's interest, as Craig and Madison were scoping the room for, or just making small talk until the interest was told that, well, he may, want to go out with Sally, and looking at her like, yeah, girl, you know what's going on. Like, yeah, she looked like she want me. And here we go. And then it's supposed to be, you said Molly's friend coming through. That's also supposed to be the love interest of Craig. So he going to have more than what he can handle, because that hot tub was hot tubbing.
No, it's actually Sally's friend. So that's why Sally gets mad at her friend, because the two of them are jockeying for Craig's affections.
Well, why was in the preview for the season Molly and Sally going back and forth?
Sally said something to her, Molly, like, don't be an asshole, and Molly looked at her and said, you're always an asshole. So something bugs each other.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's all about notes, child. These heifers is heffing.
Yep, they are. They're heffing already.
And shout out to Miss Patricia, looking oh so elegant and beautiful in her pink, baby pink pleated, sparkly, not sparkly like, like 4th of July, but
shimmery or something.
I just, the girl took the words out of my mouth. I was just about to say shh when you said it.
Yeah.
Yes, shimmery, baby pink pleated get up, looking beautiful, as always. Hair always did, nails always did. And I love how she was directing people to place the glasses closer and to fix the ambiance of the backyard where the party was. That's right, Miss Patricia. Let them know what's going on. Let them know you know. I love me some Miss Patricia. Can't nobody say nothing bad about her. Not in my presence. No. That was it, y'all. You got anything else for this episode, girl?
No, I was just gonna say Miss Patricia is good for the aesthetic. She always shows you what, part of the appeal of a glimpse into this world.
Yes.
She's always going to bring the aesthetic.
And ain't she, now I hate to say this, but I gotta say it. Isn't she a breath of fresh air compared to what was introduced to for mothers on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? They the same age. Both from the South. But obviously one is more pulled up than the other.
Yes, I do think so. I do think that she is a little too pro the guy, boys will be boys, and then a little like slut shamey on the girl side. I think she's been a little hard on the ladies versus pretty cavalier. But I mean, her own son is a lech. So, I think that I just kind of take that with the culture. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But by far do I think, I would hang out with Miss Patricia over Muzzy or Sutton's mama or half these ladies anytime. Absolutely. Anytime.
Even Mama Joyce, because
she is thinking about lemons right now.
I mean,
I'll never forget. Candy got a lemon. The way she said lemon, she's just thinking about that right now. But anyway.
I'm just shaking my head like, oh my goodness. I thank God for my mother. May she rest. I thank God for her. Because she would never have acted or shown her behind on no World Wide Web international TV. Oh my, she was so much more pulled up than that. I don't know. I'm just used to what I'm used to, y'all. I may have a bias, but I love me some Miss Patricia. She can't do no wrong in my eyes, and and just like Mariah Carey, that's that on that. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
But we would like to hear from you on how you think this episode went. Are you new to Southern Charm? Because we do have some new subscribers. Thank you guys for subscribing. And also thank you for the interactive that we get in these chats. Talk to us, y'all. We talk back, whether it's live or on the replay. We will get back to you in more of a timely fashion. Don't worry. We love y'all, and we hope that you love us back. Yes. Southern Charm, y'all, we have started, and we do have a holiday week next week, so expect some changes. Not too drastic, but you will see some videos from us next week. It may not be the same day, it may not be the same hour, but just know if you make sure you are subscribed and make sure that bell is black, you will know. They think they give you a 30 to 45-minute notification. However, if you also subscribe to our Instagram channels, you will also know exactly what the heck is going on with this channel, and whenever we are, or I am, giving some commentary to what is going on these shows, child. You have anything more about this episode or maybe this season? Anything?
Nope. Here we go. Buckle up, everybody.
Yes. Before we go, we're going to find out where we can find Erin when she ain't talking ish with me.
You can catch me on Facebook, Psychic Erin Boyd, and also Instagram and Threads, Psychic_ELB. Hit me up in the DMs if you would like to get a psychic reading. I do give the aunts and unks a friends and family discount.
There we go, y'all. There we go. And like I said, thanks again for tuning in. We appreciate you. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share the videos. We appreciate you. And we will see you
And
next.
hype.
Yes. What?
And I said, and hype.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for that. Hype the video. It's
She
near
told me to
the
remember it.
comment
Yeah.
section. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just saying, you said to me, like, I'm just helping you remember the new feature.
Yes, thank you. It is next to the comment section, whether it's the live comments or the replay comments. There's 3 little radio buttons where you can keep scrolling over and you'll see the hype. Somewhere around there. I've seen it on other videos as well. So thanks again, y'all. See you next time. Bye. Ray, Ray.